Lee, interesting to watch the induction process with Joe McKee this morning. What is it that you're looking to glean from a procedure like that?
We try and look at all different components of fitness. So we look at his aerobic capacities, his anaerobic capacities, the way he moves, his power levels. So when we're doing the kind of jumping test that we did with him, basically it's not to try and catch anybody out. It's just that we're very aware that footballers are a 52-week a year athlete now, and gone are the days where they can probably spend the summer drinking and getting a little bit overweight and partying. I'm sure there's still an element of that occurs, but really they have to come back in pre-season ready to train at optimal levels. They can't use the pre-season now to try and get the summer out of the system. So it gives us a head start with new players because we find a little bit about them, what their kind of deficiencies are, what they need to work on throughout the summer. So we're using this time period now as best as we can. Essentially, we've got 5 weeks to prepare for the start of pre-season with Joe and with the rest of the players that will be coming in, and to try and use that time as best we can to make sure they're ready and up to the standards of the rest of the group.
So basically that process is giving you a baseline with the individual when you first meet him.
Exactly. So the data that we get, we have a little saying that if we're not assessing, we're guessing. And we like to monitor everything we do, whether it's the work on the training pitch and the fitness tests they do, whether it's the weights they're lifting in the gym, or whether it's the stuff like today, so the heights that they're jumping, the way that they move. If we get a baseline with him when he first comes through the door, and then we repeat that again at the start of pre-season, halfway through pre-season, typically we're doing different tests every day with the players, and we can see then that the interventions that we're giving the players, so the work we're doing in the gym, the fitness work we're doing on the pitch, we can see that the benefits that's happened. We can show the players that, and that gets a little bit more compliance and buy into the strategies that we have. And also, if they're not working for whatever reason, and every player is different, then we know then that we need to try something different with the player. It's a long-term process that we have, but we like to continually keep assessing.
Does this help you to tailor the programme for the individual through the next 5 weeks and beyond, or do you give everybody the same programme for the summer?
We have the same principles for everybody, and I think that probably goes to all clubs. All clubs want their players to be faster, stronger, more powerful, can run for longer, whatever it might be. And we have them principles, and we have a set of principles that we've developed as a department within the club that we want players to have. And again, that's a long-term process that doesn't take 6 months, 1 year, but it's based season on season. We keep trying to progress. And that'll be the same with the new signs that we bring in. We'll expect them to come and fall into that philosophy that we have. And it's important then that we tailor their programs on an individual basis, because it might be that one player is stronger in certain areas than others. So that's where we individualise our work and ensure that they can meet all the targets that we set them.